Small feet. Small feet.
No.
So, honestly, thought it was a solid day. It's the first day we've gotten a little bit of heat. We've had a really cool morning practice, fall camp to this point, and you could tell that they felt it. We got a little sluggish at times. We had good and bad on both sides. Thought the offense started better early. Defense followed up late. We got to find consistency on both sides. The probably best thing for us, we just didn't turn the ball over. We didn't play great on offense, but we didn't turn it over. That's been one of our biggest conversations is play faster and don't turn the ball over. And in those areas we're starting to play faster and we're protecting the ball. That gives us a chance to win. I know Joe's got a million guys on defense trying to figure out, be anxious to see how the tape looks. We got out of it today healthy, which is a huge plus. And we got a lot of work to do. But this group will work. It gives us a chance. So we'll keep pushing. What questions do you have?
Some of the running backs, Razul and Davon Booth, really impressive runs. How do you feel like they did today?
No, I feel like we've upgraded that room to bring in Devon and Razul, getting Briggs back. Briggs has been a breath of fresh air. You can tell that he feels comfortable and confident. He grew up a lot last year, coming off the injury. That's a really solid room. We felt like we lacked depth there last year. We just didn't have the 1-2 punch, and heck, now maybe we got a 1-2-3 punch, which would be good if we can keep them all healthy.
Cooper today, he overthrew maybe just a couple, but
Yeah.
he really actually other than that looked pretty good.
Yeah, he's doing better. I'm sure he's still getting used to me and what I'm asking. We've changed technically some things that he's been doing, and some of those balls that he missed, we just got to learn to tighten up our target a little bit. He did not put the ball in harm's way, and that to me gives us, again, that's our first step at quarterback. Made the right checks, ran the ball okay when he needed to, and escaped. So I think we're building on it.
How are you evolving into your role as a head coach and an OC?
I don't know. You have to tell me. Probably pretty crappy. Trying to manage my time very well. Hayden Kingston does a really good job with me in that quarterback room. Coach Cephalo takes on some duties as the co-coordinator. I trust those guys, so I just have to be really efficient. Tell them what I need to tell them, make corrections where I need to, and then I need to let guys do their job. And we got a great staff, so I feel like we just need time. I like where we're headed. I like what we're doing, and I like the pieces of the puzzle. As the O-line comes together, I think this has got a chance to be a really fun group to go out and play with every week.
Ahead of today, you said you wanted to see what they were capable of. Does the up-tempo thing kind of factor into that a little bit?
Oh, that's a huge part of it.
Yeah.
That's one of the first things. If we can't play fast, we're giving all the advantages to the defense. And the only way to play fast is be efficient on early downs. And, just throw and catch and get 2 or 3 yards on a run. All that helps create transition offense. And false starts, bad snaps, and missing a perimeter screen. I mean, that stuff kills a drive. So we had way too much of that today. At times, you could see the tempo and how it benefits us. It's got to be more consistent. But honestly, everything we have on both sides of the ball has to be more consistent right now.
Cooper's debut in this program came on an amazing stage.
Yeah.
How has he evolved as an athlete and as a leader since then?
Put on about 10, 15 pounds of muscle.
Looks like it. Yeah.
He is very confident in his role. He is a guy that spends the extra time to learn. He's one of the last guys out of the building every day, all season long. He is a guy that benefits from us getting repetition and going back out there every day. So I think every day he gets better. But he is the guy that they look to. They know he's prepared to lead, prepared the right way, and willing to do it, and not afraid of the moment. So I think he's grown up a lot since that first throw in the bowl game.
When you were breaking them down, I heard you mention something to the effect of it was 10 degrees hotter in Iowa yesterday. I think that's a really good motivational.
Yeah, we'll have some afternoon practices between now and then, but so far, I wanted to see how they would respond today. We've had a very cool first week. It's been in the 60s and 70s in the morning. By the time we get off the field, I mean, they're not really even sweating. And today they were, and I didn't think we handled it very well. So it's a great test for them. We're going to need to do a better job this week. We got another Saturday after that, an hour later. It's going to be hot next Saturday, I hope. We got to figure this out and get ready. Yeah, thank you.
So you talked about spreading the ball around a lot. Something you brought up. You feel like you did that today? It seemed like it was.
I think so. I mean, I didn't really. I don't pay that much attention to it in a practice like today because it's not a game plan. I mean, really just running plays to see if we can execute. But it looked like a lot of different people touched it, which is what we want. We want you to have to guard every skill player, tight ends, running backs, all the wide outs, and we don't mind which one's out there next. I think that makes us better when we're really multiple, really widespread, balanced. It's when your offense is at its best. And that's the approach we're trying to take right now.
What are you seeing from the new transfers who hadn't practiced much so far in this first week?
Well, obviously Micah Davis is showing up in a big way. Colby Bowman. Defensively, I think you're going to see some guys, especially in the back end, Francois and Ashford and Simeon. I mean, there's a lot of guys over there that are starting to step in and take some good roles. Too early to tell exactly who the 1, the 2, the 3 is, but we've got more bodies to kind of throw at the problem. I think more veteran bodies, twitch bodies, speed bodies to throw at the problem. Now we just got to kind of figure out, that's part of Joe's problem over the next couple weeks is figure out what best 11, who goes next, who can play multiple positions. I mean, that's a real challenge right now for them.
Coach, there were a number of key guys out today, not in pads. Veteran guys, that just precautionary, or they picked up some injuries over the week?
We haven't had a season-ending injury yet, thank God. We've got a couple bumps and bruises. Both Sturs and Alonzo and Buchanan, the tight end room, took a big hit this week. They should all be back within a week to 2 weeks. So you notice in the second group, they stayed spread out the entire time. It's just all the bodies we had. Nobody right now that is dealing with an injury that is season long. The next 2-3 weeks, be critical to try to get them all back.
Switzer and Baca Hussam.
Yeah, Switzer I think you'll see next week. Sturs a few weeks. Parker and Isaiah probably within the next week, and Spires probably within the next week as well. What else you got? That's it.
How's the defensive line playing so far? You're an offensive guy.
I know they got to my quarterback way more than they should. That's all I can say.
That seems to be where
I don't
new guys and everything up there.
I don't like how many times we were having to scramble for our lives, so I have to assume we're doing something right.
I got something
Yeah,
for you.
go ahead.
I saw you tweeting about Jordan Love and his debut with the Packers. You didn't coach him, but I think that's just really, really cool.
Well, we've gotten to know each other.
Yeah.
He's one of those guys that just feels a loyalty to this place. And we got to know each other, and we talk occasionally, and he's a guy that checks on the team, and I don't know, he's just proud to be an Aggie, and it's good to see him playing well.
What happened for the defense as it kind of grew into this scrimmage and season?
Well, I just thought they got better as the day went on. We didn't, I don't know if we got a first down that last rack with the ones. They responded, we didn't. And that's going to be how some games go. You don't play well early, but you stay around, and late you make plays. And I thought they did a much better job of that than the offense did.
I like you going for 4th down and 4 at the 23-yard line or something.
Right.
There we go.
Let's go, man. If it doesn't happen, I'll scream at the offensive coordinator. We'll be all right. Anything else?
Good to see you.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Yeah, good to see you.